Hi Loopers, Melissa here with LovableLoops.com. In this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make a unicorn hooded scarf. It's going to look very similar to my cat hooded scarf. You can see here, I have this up on my blog, the pattern for it. I also have made a version, a fox version. Okay, so I thought it would be time for me to make a unicorn version, and rather than just writing the pattern and putting it up on my blog, I figured I'd make a tutorial and show you step by step how to make one yourself. I hope you find this video helpful. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make my hooded unicorn cowl in a size child large. I have the link below to the pattern on my blog. It's also available for sizes child small and child medium. You're going to need a number 5 bulky weight yarn and a cream or off-white color and a crochet hook in size M and 9mm. We are going to begin by making the cowl. We're working from the bottom up, and then we will work on the hood portion. We're going to make a chainless triple crochet foundation. I think it's stretchier when you make a chainless foundation than when you begin with a chain and work into the chains. So I prefer to do a chainless foundation. Make a slip knot and go ahead and chain 4. I'll show you exactly how to do it. 3 and 4. Okay, you're going to yarn over twice like you normally would for a triple crochet. Insert your hook into that first chain, yarn over, pull through. And now you're going to make your triple crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. First triple crochet made. Yarn over twice again, and we're going to be working into that chain made from that previous stitch. Okay? Yarn over, pull through. Now you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. 2 triple crochets made. Okay, yarn over twice, and repeat. We're working into the chain made from the previous stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay. Going to work into that chain made from the previous stitch. Okay. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, locate that chain made from the previous stitch. Okay, chain made, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so you can see you're creating your triple crochet chainless foundation. We are going to make 43 of these. Yarn over twice, just continue. You're going to find that chain from the previous stitch, yarn over, pull that yarn through. Now you'll yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice. Locate that chain made from the previous stitch. Yarn over, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the next 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the last 2 stitches. Okay, so now we have made 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, yarn over twice, locate that chain, pull your yarn through. Now you're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, Insert your hook into that chain made from the previous stitch. Yarn over, pull through. Okay. Now yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. Yarn over twice. Locate that chain made from the previous stitch. Yarn over, pull the yarn through. Now you'll yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, locate that chain made from the previous stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, locate that chain made from the previous stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you'll yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, go ahead and continue that same process until you have a chain of 43. I apologize for the background noise. It is raining here today. I like to stretch it a bit like this as I go, because again, this is the cowl. You're going to want it to be loose. You don't want it to be too tight, okay? The whole reason for making the chainless foundation for this project is so that it's not as tight. I'm thinking about also adjusting this pattern to fit a toddler size and then also teen adult. If that's something that you would like to see, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And again, you're making 43. Okay, so you count these. My yarn got a little tangled up here. Okay, after this one I'm going to count, see how many I have so far. Okay, let's see here, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. Okay. Okay. 36, 37, 38, 39, 39, 40, 41, 42. This is the last one. 43. Okay. Okay, go ahead and stretch that. You want it to be nice and loose, so go ahead and stretch it out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to join in the round. Okay? So I have both ends here. I'm going to find the top of my first triple crochet. Okay. Going to join in the round. Okay. And you'll be able to sew those two pieces together later. So now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over twice, and you're going to triple crochet into that same stitch that you just joined to. Okay, yarn over twice again, and then you're going to triple crochet into the next stitch. You're going to do this all the way around. Just triple crochet once into each stitch. This is round 2. Okay, that's what it'll look like. And you know what? You want it to be really loose like this. This is the cowl part. When we do the hood, we'll be making double crochet so that it's a little, so the stitches are a little closer together and smaller. Okay, but just triple crochet once in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so I've just completed my last triple crochet. Now I'm going to join to the top of that triple crochet, the first one from the previous, or from the beginning of this round. So you're going to join by making a slip knot, or excuse me, a slip stitch, okay? And again, this later at the end, you'll be able to just attach these two parts here by sewing this together with this yarn tail. So we have two rounds, of our cowl completed. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to do this for rounds 3 through 9. So at the beginning of each round, you'll chain 3, and then you'll make one triple crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then you'll join and then chain 3 to begin the next round, okay? So go ahead and do this for rounds 3 through 9, and I'll meet you back up here at the end of round 9 to show you how to begin the next part of our unicorn hooded cowl. Okay, so after you have completed the 9 rounds for the cowl, you're going to fold it so that your seam, your joining seam, is in the back, and you are going to mark 10 stitches in the front. So I put my stitch marker on the first, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I put my stitch marker on the 10th, okay? These are the stitches that are going to be left unworked in the front. And then you are going to come over here on the right hand side and count in 17, and then you're going to place a stitch marker on that 17th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Place a stitch marker on that 17th stitch. Okay. Okay, so we are going to be working on the 16 stitches that are on this side, and the 17th stitch is going to be our center, okay? So this stitch marker is the middle of the section that we're going to be working in, okay? Let's go ahead and start row 1, and this will very quickly make sense how this is going to work. Okay, my yarn's a little tangly here. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and attach your yarn. Okay, chain 2. Okay, and now we're double crocheting. Now you're going to double crochet in 15, and your first stitch, your first double crochet goes in that stitch that you joined to, okay? Okay, so we have our first double crochet. We're making 15 double crochet. Okay, let me get some more yarn here. Wish this wasn't so tangled up. Okay. Okay, so now that should be 15. Okay, you can see my next stitch. After my next stitch is the stitch with the stitch marker. That was the 17th stitch. I just double crocheted in 15. So let me double check that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Perfect. Okay, so now what you're going to do In the next stitch, you are going to make 2 double crochet. So basically the idea for making the hood is for half of the rows at the bottom, you'll be increasing, and then when we get to the middle, we'll start decreasing, and that forms the hood. And by increasing and decreasing, this is always going to be your middle stitch. When you're increasing, the stitch before and after this stitch with the stitch marker get 2 double crochets. When we begin decreasing, the 2 stitches before and the 2 stitches after will be double crocheted together, and that will make the decreases. But this stitch in the middle is always just going to have 1 double crochet. So you'll take your stitch marker off. So you have 2 double crochet here. Take that stitch marker off, make your double crochet, and go ahead and replace that stitch marker. That way you don't get confused about what you're doing. Okay? And then in the next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochet. Okay, and now between here and here should be 15. So let me count them to make sure that's correct. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Perfect. So go ahead and double crochet in those 15 stitches. I apologize about the noise. It's very windy out. Okay. So you're just double crocheting. Sorry about this. I'm at towards the end of this ball of yarn and it's very tangled up. Okay. Okay. So now you're going to chain 2. Turn your work. Now we're working in the other direction. And so now you're going to double crochet in 16. Oh my goodness. Having the stitch marker on that stitch is a really good visual because you know when you're getting close, you need to stop, and then the stitch before the stitch with the stitch marker will get 2 double crochet. Okay, so here, this next stitch here, you'll put 2 double crochet into that stitch. And and then you'll double crochet once into that stitch with the stitch marker. And replace the stitch marker. And then the next stitch also gets 2 double crochet. So the stitches on either side are where you make your decreases or increases. So right now we are increasing. Okay, and then go ahead and double crochet in those last 16 stitches. Okay, now for row 3, chain 2, turn, and now you're going to double crochet in 17. Okay, so now we have 1 stitch left before the stitch with the stitch marker, so go ahead and make 2 double crochet into that stitch. Okay, remove the stitch marker, make 1 double crochet in that middle stitch, replace your stitch marker, and then make 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And then go ahead and double crochet in those remaining 17 stitches. Okay, now chain 2 again, turn, and now for row 4, you're going to double crochet in 18. Okay, in your next stitch, you're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochet. Remove that stitch marker. Make your double crochet. Replace that stitch marker. And make 2 more double crochet in the next stitch. And then double crochet in the remaining 18 stitches. I had to attach some more yarn here, so I'm going to count real quick to make sure my stitches are correct. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, perfect. Okay, you're going to go ahead and turn, chain 2, and then double crochet in 19.